Hello and welcome to a day of yoga. These are 4 yoga practices that are designed to just build a little bit of presence into your day. This practice is a little desk break practice. So I am on a mat, but you don't strictly need a mat. You could actually do this standing anywhere. It's going to be an entirely standing practice. So if you've been sitting down for a while, this is the invitation to come on up to stand, let the feet meet the ground. You might take a little walking side to side through the feet and just really feel into the footprint as it meets the ground beneath you. Once you've taken that walking side to side a little bit, let the knees soften. Shoulders release down the back. You're going to bring one hand to rest towards the front of the heart and one hand to rest towards the back of the heart. And this doesn't have to be super specific. It could be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. You just kind of feel in and feel where feels like it's not causing a strain, particularly around the shoulder of that arm. Once you've found that gesture, you might lower and close the eyes. Feel the breath as it moves in and out through the nose. And tuning in, this is an opportunity to feel that undercurrent, the rhythm of breath that is always moving through us, whether we notice it or not. It quite often gets forgotten, particularly within the working day. So spend a bit of time with your breath now, getting to know that rhythm and pace. Very soft movement with the breath. As you next inhale, you could imagine passing the heart to the hand at the front of the body. Very slight back bend as you exhale. The heart passes to the hand at the back body. This can feel a little bit like flexion. Move between these two shapes using the breath as you inhale to pass the heart to the hand at the front. As you exhale, passing the heart back. Moving with your breath. This might be just a centimetre or so that the body is moving. We're not trying to find range of motion, but we're trying to find that more subtle, that slightly deeper, energetic movement. You might find the head naturally wants to open and nod in response. You can do that as well here. Similarly, the tailbone might want to lift a little bit as you extend and gather in as you flex. Take this a couple more times. Next time you move through center, pause. Release the arms out wide at shoulder height. You could take a wriggle and a stretch through fingertips. And then take the right arm underneath the left. First option is to bring the hands to connect at the shoulders. You could stay just here, hugging in. You could also take Garuda, eagle bind. It might be the backs of the hands that come to connect. It could also be the palms. So just seeing what's working for you today. The elbows wriggle away from the chest. And if you've taken that eagle bind, the thumbs also start to wriggle away from the face. Let the shoulders soften down the back. Take 3 full breaths here, softly rising in through the nose. And releasing out through the nose. See if you could feel a quiet upward flow on the in-breath and a soft downward flow on the out-breath. Good. At the end of the next exhale, release the arms out wide. Big, big stretch, little yawn, reach through fingertips, and then sweep the left arm underneath the right. Same thing, second side. You could rest, hands to shoulders. You could also explore Garuda. Backs of hands or maybe palms crawl towards one another. Once you've found that gesture, I'm going to take backs of hands. That feels a bit more open. The elbows wriggle away. It's going to be 3 breaths here, noticing the shoulders squeezing up towards the ears, and maybe you could use the out breath, that downward flow, to soften the shoulders all the way down the back. Good. Last exhale here. Release the arms, find that reach, that stretch, and then we're going to sweep the arms down. Take an interlace of the hands just behind the back, and you could really use that interlace of the hands to widen across the collarbones, widen across the shoulders. Full breath in. Take that interlace of the hands and place it just towards the left side hip. And as you rest in here, you might notice the left elbow starts to yawn out towards the side. Instead, could you hug the left shoulder down the back? The elbow drawing back as well. Take a full breath in, crown of head reaches tall. And then as you breathe out, little release for the neck. Let the right ear drop down towards the right shoulder. Eyes might close, face could soften, jaw relaxed. You might make a very slight nod forwards and back. It's like we're just exploring into that space around the neck and noticing the bits that might be a bit tighter or a bit more restricted today. Good, last breath out. Roll chin to chest. Release the arms back down. Swap the interlace, so just moving one digit along through the hands. From here, lift the crown of the head. And then take that interlace just over towards the right side hip. Again, the elbow might naturally want to open out, but instead there's a little hugging back that creates breadth across the chest. When you feel ready, take the left ear down. Notice is the shoulder hugging up towards the ear, and could you instead let gravity move through? Maybe eyes closed, jaw softens. Tiny, tiny movement, chin forwards and back, left and right, up and down. And this is going to be unique to each of us, and it's going to be unique each time we come to practice. We always have different sleep pattern, different things we've been doing in our day, so be really curious. How does the body feel today? Next time you exhale, roll chin back to chest. Keep that interlace. Release the arms down behind you, and then as you inhale, let the heart space widen. The gaze looks up, and as you exhale, we're going to soften at the knees. Release the belly down towards the thighs, forward fold. As you inhale, roll the chin towards the chest, and then slowly come all the way up to stand. I'm going to take that 3 more times, breathing in, big lift, and then as you breathe out, knees soften. Belly to thighs, really let the head go on the out breath. We tend to hold around the neck so often. 2 more times, breathing in. And breathing out, big release on the out breath. Chin curls to chest. You could imagine being lifted by the scruff of the neck, come all the way up. One last time to release, folding down. Let the weight of the skull pour down, add a little softness in the elbows so we're not causing strain, we're not overly reaching. Last breath out here. Release the interlace, hands to lower back. And then brush your way down, hands through back of glutes, back of thighs, back through the calves. So I'm going to rest the hands either towards the ankles, the shins, or maybe fingertips to ground. As you inhale, take halfway lift. You could imagine the chest parallel with the ground, the toes are spread, the crown forwards and the tailbone back. As you exhale, soften and fold, maybe the hands release down. Let the head go at the end of the out breath, 3 more times, breathing in. Halfway lift, space between the vertebrae of the spine. As you exhale, release, let go, find that slight sense of flexion, curling in. 2 more times, halfway lift. And release. Last round. This time pause in forward fold. You could stay, hands to legs, hands to ground. You could also explore taking 2 hands towards the back of the skull and then maybe gathering the elbows in alongside the ears. A soothing shape for that connective space at the back of the neck, which spends so much time kind of gripping, holding, keeping the head upright. No need to do that now, really let it go. Feel the tiny oscillations in the feet as they adjust to help you find balance. Last couple of breaths. Release hands. Big breath out. And then as you inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up and overhead, lift through fingertips. Then as you exhale, turn the palms to face down and slowly lower the hands through center. Take that 3 more times, breathing in. As you exhale, you could imagine clearing, releasing, letting go, making a bit of space. As you inhale this time, imagine filling. Maybe there's a quality you'd like to bring into the rest of your day. As you exhale, imagine that quality just filling the space you've cleared. One last time, sealing it in. You could picture this golden thread that wraps around and within the body itself as you exhale, really sealing in that quality. Rest hands either to belly or heart. Come back to the fullness, the richness of the breath. Maybe a little nod of head to heart to close the practice. When you're ready, opening eyes, coming back, feet meet ground. Thank you so much for joining for this practice. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you soon.